Hey guys, Helen Hartsmith here from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. I'm recording my Pisces video for my Master Spell series. But before my thoughts are a little scattered, and I've tried really hard to kind of like organize my thoughts a little better, but it's kind of not happening. So I'm just going to kind of talk and we'll see how things develop, okay? It's been a few weeks since I posted a video, and as you can see, I'm outside. A little change in venue, a little bit of different backdrop for you. So I hope you dig that. Anyhow, I know it's been a while since I posted, and my life has been chaos. Oh gosh. So, you know, it's not an excuse, but honestly, I had 2 weeks of a really chaotic schedule at work that just caused me to come home absolutely exhausted. So there was one day where I barely got through dinner before passing out on the couch. So it was a pretty physical 2 weeks, working on new product development, and so the big hump is over, and so then it took me a week to kind of resolve all the other real life stuff. So I made a promise to myself that I was going to record this week, and we're going to get back to a schedule, you know, back on schedule, whatever. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. And I think being able to finally be outside is really inspiring too. So I just realized that I forgot to have something with me to talk about this. So I don't have my little cheat sheet that tells me all about the correspondences for this planetary month. So we're just going to go off the top of our head, and we're going to do that. So if you have any questions about anything that I might not have covered, ask me in the comments below, and I'll try to cover them that way. Let's do that. So, all right. So this is the Taurus month. And so Taurus corresponds with the planet Venus. And so, of course, Venus is all about love. It's all about that sexuality, and it's about passion and things like that. And so though all those kinds of goddesses are associated with this month. So of course, Venus, Aphrodite, Freya, those are the types of goddesses that you can choose to work with for the Taurus moon. And when it came to what I did, whoa, I just got dive bombed by a bird, you guys. I think it was on that side of the camera, so you probably didn't see it, but it was pretty close. We actually have kind of like an arbor above. I'm in my backyard, so there's kind of an arbor over us, and so it's pretty open-ish. So, boom, anyhow, holy distraction. Anyhow, so for this month, given that we're dealing with love, and since I'm working on healing, I decided that, you know, it seemed a very natural choice to deal with self-love. And this month, aside from the schedule with work, I feel like this month has been a really rocky one for me when it comes to looking at this spell work too. So I've had some really ups and really downs this month when it came to working my healing magic. And so the spell that I decided to work this month had to do with self-love. Okay, let's try to strengthen it, because I know that I don't have the best self-love, and like even sitting here and talking about it, it's really uncomfortable for me. Like I'm totally recognizing the fact that I'm not looking into the camera and stuff. So, and I don't know if that's what everybody goes through, but it's just been a tough thing for me. And I've tried, I think I've made some like leaps and bounds with my self-esteem and such, but I know that I still have, you know, negative self-speak issues and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it's a work in progress, and I don't think it's going to be something that happens in 1 month. Obviously, it's a lifetime habit that you have to break. And so I've actually decided to work a bit with Freya this month because she's a goddess that's associated with this. So, trying to reconnect with her a little bit. I have worked with her in the past, and, but it's been hard because of timing and stuff. So I feel like I'm kind of letting myself down with this a little bit. So I'm just going to try to make the best of what I can of the time I have left. So, I don't know. The self-love, it's hard. So anyhow, Taurus is an earth sign. And so I was thinking earth magic. I was thinking some kind of a talisman or a fetish or something along those lines. And then I started really thinking about, well, okay, self-love, when we start talking about affirmations and doing that kind of affirmation work, it's generally done by looking into a mirror. And so my idea, originally I thought I would do, there's somebody outside. So anyhow, I originally had thought about making some kind of a charm or something, but that thought quickly changed to the idea of mirror work, you know, that looking in the mirror, the affirmation work that happens and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, that's clicking, that's meaning something. And so I thought, okay, if I imbued a mirror to help me to work on my self-love, and I used that to say my affirmation into, because I have an affirmation that I try to say every day. And so I was like, okay, so what do I want to do? Do I want to have like a mirror that I hang on the wall? Because I thought about, oh, you know, I could probably find a really cool antique mirror that that I could hang on the wall, like above my altar and stuff like that, and use that for my affirmation work. But then I decided that I had this compact, and you probably see me like holding it in my hand. So this is a compact that I had, and it's just one of those, it's a two-way mirror, so like one is a regular mirror and one's kind of magnified. So I waited until the full moon, and I dedicated it, I cleansed it from its other purposes, and I dedicated it to helping me improve my self-love. And so I try to say my affirmation into one of these mirrors or both of these mirrors during the day, and I actually carry this with me. And so if I am putting lipstick on or something like that, I will use this to do it. And so I haven't seen any massive or felt any massive, you know, but like I said, it's been a rough month, and I kind of think that maybe it was meant to be that way to really care about it. You know, that's kind of the message that I'm kind of getting, is that it's meant to be difficult, and so we're going to be difficult so that you understand that the self-love is important. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We're going to see how this journey continues and how it takes us. So that, like I said, that aspect of the month has been pretty difficult. The magic stuff, it's been difficult. And so, you know, like anything, it ebbs and flows with ease and heart. And so I'm not going to let myself get discouraged about it or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of take the experience for what it is and work the master spell, like I said, with the time that I have. But mundanely, before I get to mundane, so there's a bee. So if you see me flailing around, I don't know if I'm allergic to bees, but my mom is, and I really don't want to find out. Hi, bee. Thanks for stopping in. Anyhow, mundane work-wise, I feel like I'm hitting like massive amounts of positivity, and that maybe that's the balance too, is that I've done a lot of magic work in the first couple of months of this master spell, and so maybe this month was about doing the mundane work. I don't know, we're just taking it and seeing. But I went to a doctor today, not today, it was actually a week ago. I finally made a doctor's appointment, and I went to a doctor for the first time in literally years. And so I now have a doctor. Yay! I got on the scales. Yay! And I don't know exactly where I was at weight-wise for like this start of, being healthy. So when I kind of don't know where I started, I kind of default to a certain weight. And so I didn't know where I was at because I hadn't been on a scale in a while. And so when I got on the scale at the doctor's office, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I was down in weight a lot more than I anticipated. So that was super exciting. And so I was, not only going to the doctor was a big thing, but knowing that my progress was a lot better than I anticipated, that was like a super big attaboy. And so I had blood testing that day. I'm trying to make this make sense, so hopefully it does. They wanted to do blood work and things like that. So a friend of mine suggested fasting for the doctor's appointment because they would probably want to do blood work. And so I did that in anticipation and was able to go have the blood drawn that day. So that was pretty cool. And I got the results back. Well, everything is online now. So the doctor's office didn't even call me. I just totally went and created a thing online and looked at my stuff. And luckily my blood work was pretty dang good. Which that's always been something that I was kind of nervous about too. But my glucose level was great. Everything was really middle of the road. I only had 3 things that were off the mean, either high or low, and those were all marginal. And so my doctor had said, if there's an issue, you'll hear from us. If there's no issue with the blood work, then you won't hear from us. I haven't heard from them, so those few things that were off a little bit must not have been a big deal. So that made me feel good. And I actually got on the scale yesterday, so it was technically, not quite a week since the last time I'd weighed myself, but I was another 5 pounds down, and so I'm almost 50 pounds down from what I started, from that my magic start point that I wasn't sure and is hazy. So I've lost almost 50 pounds, and so I'm really excited about that. I made an investment in my health, and I'd wanted to buy a Fitbit, and so a friend of mine had an extra one that I borrowed, and I thank you for letting me borrow it, my friend. I won't name you here because I didn't ask if I could, but anyhow, she let me borrow one of hers just to see if I would like it. And I was really I was so scared of getting a Fitbit because I have a desk job and I know that I don't move a lot. And so I was afraid of what the truth would be as far as like what my steps for a day were and things like that. But it's been the opposite, which I'm so grateful for. So I'm more aware of how much I move, and I'm making an effort to move more. And so I'm really glad that she let me borrow hers. I found that I loved it, and so I was able to purchase my own. So look it, I now have my own. And let's check in. I'm at almost 5,400 steps right now, and it is almost 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. and still light out. Isn't that amazing? Ah, oh, love it. So that means that I have burned about 3,100 calories. So that's pretty cool. So because I'm able to track the calories that I burn from my movement, the app on your phone also allows you to track your food intake and your water intake and such. And so I'm trying to keep what I eat less than what I've burned. And so I think that's helping too. So, you know, that's been a win. The physical, mundane world stuff has been a win. And I guess that's the most important. So I guess that's kind of like my Taurus master spell and an update all in one. And I can't quite see... Oh, 16 minutes, that's it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I didn't yammer too much. I'm kind of glad that I left my thoughts a little unorganized, because thinking about recording this video, I was really nervous that I was going to get super emotional and cry. And honestly, it's been a pretty emotional past few weeks. So I'm glad that I held it together. And I'm glad that this month happened, because it wasn't all about like, you know, super magic breakthroughs. And that's okay, because I had super mundane world breakthroughs. And I'm just kind of realizing that as I'm talking about it. So I feel kind of cathartic about just this process of talking and recording this video. So there you go. I think that's a great thought to just end things on. So I am going to stop this video now. If you have any questions, like I said, give me a comment down below. If you're working this, let me know. Yeah, let's just have a discussion down below. If you liked this video and learned something from it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I think that's it. I think my little community has grown even in the last few weeks, because I did log on to my YouTube channel, because I haven't even had my laptop up, guys. So, but I did log in, and it looks like there's new people to the channel, so welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And, okay, that's it. Wrap it up, Helen. All right. Thanks for walking the path for a little while with me, and until next time, blessed be.